Now, as far as Uttarakhand is concerned, the draft for bringing in a uniform civil code is ready, as we confirmed to you. And now CNN News 18 has access details of what this particular draft goes on to say. The changes that it would like to make, the provisions that it would like to have as far as a uniform civil code is concerned. There are multiple points that have been made and we've accessed those details for you. They include that the age limit of girls for marriage be increased. Graduation before marriage, so that the age limit will be increased automatically. So automatically it is then put at 18 to 21 as far as the graduation is concerned. That's another provision that is likely to be made as far as bringing in this UCC bill in Uttarakhand goes. The panel has also made a suggestion that the registration of marriage will be necessary irrespective of the circumstances. In every single case, the registration is required. The Commission has also then gone on to say that there will be no benefit of government schemes without registration of marriage. So if you want to avail any government scheme, then you have to ensure that your marriage is registered. And that would mean that the fact that the age of the girls at the time of marriage is also something that is documented. The facility of marriage registration will be done even at a village level, so that no pocket of the state is left out. Both the husband and wife will get equal grounds for divorce. That is also something that this draft goes on to talk about. The basis of divorce will be applicable to both the husband and wife. Not one party will have an upper hand as far as divorce goes. There will be a ban on polygamy is also what this draft has then gone on to say, which is then going to be bringing all religions on an equal level playing field. Halala and that will also be banned is what we're now learning, is that is going to be part of this particular draft, which perhaps would be converted into a bill not too soon after. Girls will get equal share in inheritance as the boys is something that this draft also speaks of. Declaration of a live-in relationship is required. The parents will be informed as far as this draft goes. Guardianship process will be easier if the child is an orphan is something that the draft has made provision for. As far as domestic quarrels are concerned, a quarrel between a husband and wife, in that case, the custody of the children would then go to the grandparents. That is also something that has been taken care of. Talking about population control, the number of children can be fixed. This is a suggestion that has been made by this particular panel. Whether or not the government looks to include this in the bill when it comes up, that is something that we will have to wait and watch out for. Everyone will have the right to adopt, irrespective of gender, irrespective of their relationship status, or irrespective of religion. That right is going to be given to every single one, or should be given to every single one, is what the draft recommends. Nikhil, my colleague, joining us, getting us more details. Yes, Nikhil.
So, Poonam, a while back, there was this press conference which was held by the 5-member committee, and Justice, who is retired, they were addressing the said press conference. They have really informed that the final draft of the UCC committee, as far as the state of Uttarakhand is concerned, it has been prepared. And now, as far as the process is concerned, it will be sent to the government of Uttarakhand. Talk about further process after receiving it from the committee, which has prepared it. It will further be placed in front of the cabinet, and after the approval from the cabinet, it will be tabled on the legislature. So this is something that is, as far as the constitutional process is all about. But as far as the further details are concerned, the committee has said that their work has been done, and there are many of the consultations which have taken place. And in fact, the chairman of the Law Commission, he also wanted to meet the members of the committee. And this is the reason why it is said that the UCC of Uttarakhand is somewhere or the other going to be a template for the UCC of the central government. And remember, this is the committee which was formed last year, and this was one of the poll promises by the Uttarakhand government that if they are going to come to the power, then UCC is something which is going to be implemented. Although on the other side, as far as the Congress party is concerned, we had personally spoken to Harish Rawat, who was the chief minister face for the Congress party in the state of Uttarakhand. He clearly said that is this something which is going to be a state subject and not a center subject. So there was some of the controversy which was started by the Congress side. But talking about more about this particular thing, there are many of the people who have been consulted. The committee have also informed us that close to 230,000 is the opinion which has been taken in the written form. And there are 20,000 plus verbal opinions which have been sought, which means out of the total population of Uttarakhand, which is close to 10 million, 0.2 million is the sample size. So they feel that this is something which is very much sufficient. So the final draft has been prepared, and also the subcommittee has also been formed. They have visited many of the places across the state starting with the Mana village, which is one of the last village, and now it is said one of the first village of the Uttarakhand of the country. So they have been to length and breadth of the state. They have spoken to many of the stakeholders, including that of the political parties, political leaders. They have also spoken to the tribals. They have also spoken to the minorities, to the religious organizations as well. And they feel that this is very much important, and the emphasis for UCC is something on the gender equality. So talking about more, the process now, it has been sent. In fact, it will take a while, close to 10 days or a week. When the final draft, which has been prepared, it will be sent to the government of Uttarakhand, and then it will be tabled at the cabinet, and further it will be taken to the legislature. Back to you.
Right, so the draft is ready now. Next step is for the state government, for the cabinet to give its approval. Then the state government will have to bring it in the assembly for the passage. As far as all stakeholders are concerned, this commission, Nikhil, had said that at least 2 lakh people were consulted, that all of them had gotten in touch with the commission, given their suggestions, the concerns that were raised. But as far as political parties go, as far as the Congress in the state goes, how have they looked at this entire draft and this move to bring in UCC in the state?
Poonam, just before the formation of the committee, which is now in place by the state government, at that time only we had spoken to Harish Rawat. He is very much prominent face as far as the Congress party is concerned. He also find it very much, opposing that this is something which is of the center subject and not more into the state subject. So this was the primary objective in the very first place, which is started from the Congress party. But there are many of the official version which are yet to be out, because the proposed draft which has been prepared by the committee, it is not yet out officially in the public domain. And this is something which has been informed by the committee members, that once it is tabled to the government of Uttarakhand, for which they are liable to, then only we will get to know about the further details. The points which we have mentioned before coming to me, they were just of the rough pointers. But on what pointers discussions further are going to take place inside the assembly of the Uttarakhand, that is something which will be dependent that how the Congress party, who is the principal opposition in the state of Uttarakhand, they are going to come out with. But the opposition has already somewhere or the other, they have hinted out, as far as the center is concerned, because the law commission in the center side, they have also sought the public opinion, and 30 days time was given for the same. Many of the political parties have already supported Shiv Sena or the Aam Aadmi Party, but there are other parties as well who are yet to take the call as to what their official stand is going to be. But they are also awaiting the merits of the final drafts, which are yet to be out in the public domain officially. Back to you.
Right, the details are now trickling out. How the state government takes this forward, that's something that we will keep an eye out on. But for the moment, Nikhil, thank you so much for getting us the latest. And with that, we're slipping into a quick break on this edition. Back in just a few minutes. Do stay tuned.